And we're live. Welcome everybody to a live market analysis. I'm the Barbarian Trader, and today we'll talk about the Bitcoin crash and what are the next targets. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and let's talk about why Bitcoin has suddenly dumped, okay? So first, if we have a look at this 4-hour chart, okay, let's start this with this chart and what we can see here. And everybody, it's so surprised why it was pumping and suddenly Bitcoin start to dump. So practically what we have here, we have a pattern under another pattern, okay? And this we're talking in our VIP trading group. So let me show you. First, we have the bigger pattern, and I talked about this in my previous video that we have a big rising wedge, okay? So we have the top here, top, bottoms, bottom. So we have this big rising wedge, all right? And the price broke the rising wedge, test the bottom of the rising wedge as support, as resistance, okay? Try to break it again, right? And then they create a symmetrical triangle that it was broken after a fake dump, broke above, test as support, and play out perfectly until the set target, okay? And where it has stopped, okay? Let's have a look at that first. So here we have the bottom of the rising wedge. So guess what? The bottom of the rising wedge gave us a very nice rejection. And more than that, okay, with this pump, what we have created, okay, let me delete this. So with this pump, we create a new top and we created a new rising wedge. And just before the dump, okay, probably with 1 or 2 hours before, I posted this chart, okay, the price I think was 20,300. It was struggling here to break this diagonal resistance, okay? And I said, hey guys, look what we have here. We have a big rising wedge and another rising wedge just at the bottom of that. So expect a big dump. And the funny thing, in our VIP trading group, I post, guys, expect a big dump soon. Okay, and probably after 20-30 minutes we had this huge dump. All right, so now before, okay, and more than that, okay, I will explain you why it was just a fake pump, and I will show. Let me switch to S&P 500, okay, and Dow Jones, because as I was talking last time, we have to keep an eye on the big indices, okay, on the big markets, because crypto is following the big markets, is following S&P 500, is following Dow Jones, all right? So before we continue to talk about Bitcoin, let me show you the Dow Jones. So practically what happened? Okay, here we have S&P, but Dow Jones, and I talked about this in my previous video. So guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe and notification button so you will never miss another video and you will be up to date with possible next moves, okay? So if you watch my videos, you will know what to do. So what happened with Dow Jones? We look at weekly chart, and as we can see, we have this June low, all right, here on 29,650 area, and on weekly, last week they already broke, okay, the June low, all right? So I was saying that, and they broke as well the 200 moving average, the 200 weekly moving average, and I was talking about Sunday in my previous video just before the week open, and I said, guys, listen, this is nothing bullish, okay? Just it's the perfect opportunity. If we have a pump, just short it, all right? So what happened with S&P 500? S&P 500, they close above, okay, just above the June low, And I was telling what I was telling you in my previous video. Watch it if you haven't watched it, and you will see what I said. I said like that. Look, the price has closed. Let me show you. I will do like this, and the price closed like that. There you go. So this is 4-hour chart. I switched to 4-hour. So we look at S&P 500 4-hour, and I said, guys, this is how S&P 500 closed last week. And I said, this could be a very nice bull trap because they close with a bullish candle. All right, they give some hope. Hey, look, this level is holding, so we're not going lower. We close with this bullish candle, and look what happened after that. All right, so after that, and I said, here it will be perfect opportunity, and watch my last video. Here probably they will do a dead cat bounce, a fake, some few bullish candles, and then they will dump. And check this out, what happened. So, okay, fake bullish candle here up, then they dump, and then they took this, okay, then they took June low, okay, so 3,635, boom, they took it. So who do you think is next? Bitcoin. Okay, and we'll talk about this. So don't skip this video, don't move forward, watch entirely video, because this video can save your next trade. All right, let's go back to the Bitcoin. So before we'll see next levels of support, we'll talk how low it will go, okay, and what can happen from this point on. All right, let's have a look also at Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum, in my previous video, what I said, guys, we have a descending parallel channel. Guess where is the resistance, the strongest resistance? I gave you 2 points of strong resistance. So we have this diagonal resistance, okay, from June low, and then July low. So guess what? Okay, we had this strong diagonal resistance. Okay, they tried to break it here, they got the rejection. All right, let me zoom in so you can see it better. Okay, so they tried to break it here, big rejection, tried to break, they got stopped exactly at this diagonal, and guess what? Where they got rejected or this diagonal resistance. Okay, more than that, I was telling you in the last video, guys, we have this parallel descending channel. Okay, and here we have the middle of the channel. All right, let me do it like that so you can see it better. Probably there you go. Okay, so I hope now you see it better. So we got rejected perfectly at the middle of the channel, okay, at the median of the channel. So yeah, watch my videos. All right, so now let me see, let me check my list. I made the list so I'm not skipping something. So practically, now let's talk what could be the possible next move. All right, before you get caught now in the buy the dip and this kind of stuff. Of course, it is possible to have a nice bounce here, because if we go back to S&P 500, this is 4-hour chart. Okay, what we can look for. So practically this one, let me change here, is June low. Okay, so practically they took the liquidity, okay, from June low, but I don't see a very strong buyback, and I will explain you why. Okay, if I switch back to 1 week, 200 moving average, all right, it's, there you go. So we set it like that. It's just below at 3,591 area. Okay, so I switched to weekly chart, and as you can see, the weekly is bearish as can get. Okay, so 200 moving average is just below. All right, and then we have this green horizontal channel of support. But let me switch to 4-hour, because this is so important for Bitcoin. Okay, so we hold the 200 weekly moving average, but we switch to 4 hours. All right, so as you can see, they didn't have the strong buyback. Okay, because okay, if you want to see a swing failure pattern, you want to see they grab the liquidity, Okay, let me clean this first. All right, so you want to see, you see here is June low, okay? They dump, they grab the liquidity, and they are pumping. But just below is 200 weekly moving average, like screaming to be tested. So I don't expect, even if it will bounce, probably they will pump just to load their short asks position. Okay, so I will not jump in a long position right here, especially in a Bitcoin. All right, guys, if you want to jump in a long position on Bitcoin, I advise you to buy on spot. That's all. No leverage, no mumbo jumbo. Okay, because there is a big risk to see a lot of volatility here, to see stop loss hunt, liquidation hunt, and all kind of this crappy stuff. So until we don't see a strong buy on S&P 500, BTC might continue to dump. And so what we are talking about, if we look at weekly, okay, let me switch to weekly. All right, and let me clean this. So S&P 500 took June low, Dow Jones took June low, but all right, if I zoom in, okay, there you go. So Bitcoin has not taken the June low yet. And there is a very big chance, okay, bears, okay, with those big markets signaling that, hey, we are in a serious bear market, okay, and we are dumping now. It's signaling that for Bitcoin that, hey, look, you still have some run down to do, okay, and it's very possible in the next days, this week, to see a very volatile candle, and it's possible to see June low taken out. All right, so it's very possible to see a dump in this area, 7,617, and I will show you something more. Okay, because if we look at Bitcoin, let me show you like this. All right, so if we look at CME features on Bitcoin, if we switch to 2 hours, okay, as you can see, let me zoom in, zoom out, and zoom in here. All right, so we close this gap, okay, we had 2 gaps, we have, okay, 1 gap below and 1 above. We almost closed it, but we didn't close it exactly. So we have a gap to 18,160, and then we have another gap below from 17,020 up to 17,750. So there is a very big chance this gap to be closed in the next days, possible, okay, or next days, next week. But again, doesn't matter. If we have all kind of choppiness, all kind of bounces, sooner or later we'll see this one taken, okay, and closed. So we just looked at CME features to our chart. All right, let me switch back to weekly, and I will show you something to look for in case Bitcoin is dumping. All right, so let me go here. Okay, so what we see here, I will repeat myself today, and I'll go through this very fast in case that you haven't saw the last video. So the price for the moment, it's under 200 moving average, 200 weekly moving average, under this important diagonal of resistance. So we have the February 2020 top before the big crash here, and then we have the top here in August 2020 before the big pump. And for the moment, as you can see, this one was confirmed as support and resistance, disputed here support, here resistance, and now the price is trading under this diagonal resistance and 200 weekly moving average. Plus, if we lose, okay, June low, then we'll paint another pattern, okay, we'll paint a kiss of that pattern. So how it's a kiss of that? So a kiss of that with 200 weekly moving average. So we have this red moving average, we broke the average, okay, we tested as resistance, and once we make lower lows, okay, then the kiss of that pattern is confirmed, and then expect much lower targets, and we'll talk also about these lower targets, okay. So take a coffee, because we'll look just a little more, okay, because I want you guys to get the best areas to buy Bitcoin and be profitable, because just buying the dip, okay, if you follow, and you get scared, okay. You saw, guys, I'm selling my Lamborghini, I'm selling my house, guys, this is Bitcoin on discount on 40,000, on 50,000. This is just okay, BS, all right? Just influencers wanting you to lose your money, to do revenge trading, and the markets, they get richer and richer, okay? And you get poorer and poorer, all right? So the thing is like this: buying the dip, it's a good idea, but buy the dip on the support. So is this a good area to buy some Bitcoin? Probably it is, because we have some key support and resistance level. This one, all right, we had 2017 all-time high, we had this diagonal, okay. Let me zoom back in and let me switch to weekly, all right. So it is a good level to start to buy some Bitcoin, okay. Now I will show you also where you can load much more Bitcoin, okay, and where I think that it's possible to go, all right. So let's first of all keep an eye on June low, all right. If this one is lost, it is possible to see a swing failure pattern, okay. Only if you see on daily, don't look at 4 hours. 4 hours doesn't matter, okay. Only if you see on daily, okay. Let me switch to daily. And okay, so here, let me clean this. All right, so here is the June low, 17,700. So if we take out the June low, all right, and then okay, you see probably some choppiness here, and then a fast buyback, all right, this could be a good sign. But before you celebrate, okay, and don't worry, I will give you also good news that it is possible to see some bullish action soon, all right. But and then before you celebrate, okay, look, they took out the lows, okay, liquidity area, they are pumping, but then we have another problem. We will hit a very long diagonal resistance coming from the Bitcoin all-time high from 69,000, as you can see, okay. So we had the top here, we had those tops, and there you go. So even if we'll have some choppiness, probably it will be tested, okay. I don't know, 20,800, who knows, but keep an eye on this one. So first of all, keep an eye on June low. Now, if the June low is, it will be lost, okay. Where we can look at, okay, let me see, I can switch to this chart here. Let me see where I have the chart. Okay, and June low. Yes. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, anyway, we'll look at this chart. I will show you on this chart. So first of all, we'll have 13,854. Okay, it's a key monthly close level. But before that, all right, if we look in the past, what we can see. All right, let me move the chart there. All right, so we'll do like this. Okay, so we had 2018 top. All right, let me do like this. There you go. Okay, so we say here 2018 top. What we must 2018 top. All right, and then All right, let's lock this down. And we have, and here we have, it's matching that key monthly close. We have June 2019 top. All right, so it's on 13,800 area. So in case of a dump, all right, we must keep an eye on for June low, and I think the next point of support, okay, could be 70,251. But keep an eye, keep in mind that CME gap, it's just below on 17,050 area. So even, let me zoom in now. All right, so let's say we'll have a continuation down from here. Okay, we'll have some choppiness, of course, or just a straight dump. Of course, everything is possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible from here to pump. But guys, I have showed you S&P 500 and Dow Jones. So you decide if the Bitcoin is something else than big, huge traditional market. Okay, and I think it's not. All right, so in case of a dump, and if they take the June low, we should look at this area, and here probably we'll have like a lot of choppiness, but probably I think in this moment, okay, as it looks like, probably a better place to buy some Bitcoin. Or if you want to open a long position, again, this is not a financial advice, it's just my opinion and how I see the market, okay? So, but I think a good area to buy some Bitcoin and position yourself for a possible short-term reversal, or maybe even a longer-term reversal, okay, it's somewhere here, like from 17,200, 17,300, let's say 17,300 below, okay? And if you go long with leverage, use very small leverage, 2x, 3x, because we can see very fast moves. And on lower levels, guys, lower we get, it's much easier to see strong moves, okay? Both pumps and dumps, especially on pumps, okay? If you go short on pumps, can pump so easy 30, 50, even 100%, because imagine if it's going to, let's say, 12,000, okay? To pump 50%, they have to go to 18,000. It's not that complicated, okay? And also, the total market cap is lower now, so it's much easier to be manipulated. It's not like when we were close to 70,000, and there were a lot of money in the market. So to pump even 10%, you needed like it was, let's see, 160 billions or something like that to pump it just 10%. All right. So look at this area, 1,300 area below. All right. To buy and to open a long position if you want to jump in a long position. And probably it's better to have some asks below, okay, in case of a week down. But I will show you something, okay, and let me look for the chart. So here it's Ethereum, here is BTC, and we'll talk about also this falling wedge, but I will do it very fast. So guys, let me here what we can see also, we have on daily still a red nasty Ichimoku cloud, and on weekly we have a huge one, okay? On one week you can see that we have a huge red Ichimoku cloud. So nothing bullish for the moment, okay? But right now I will show you another, okay, let's take this, we can do it, let me see where it's, yeah, all right, so I have it here. Okay, let me show you. So, and I know that you don't want to see this. I know that you don't like it, but this is the reality, okay? How low we can get. So if we connect, okay, let me switch the Ichimoku cloud. All right, so if we connect the June 2019 top with the August 2020 top, so the top before they start to pump, okay? And as you can see, let me show you something. So let's make it like this. All right, and let's make it red, or yeah, let's make it red, so, or green, so you can see it better. Okay, all right, so green is support. So we have those tops, and as you can see, they break it without test this as support. And most of the time, okay, especially Bitcoin and crypto, they like to come and retest, is this a support? So let me show you. If we look here, we can find support from, if it's dumping in this moment from about 10,000 area, okay, down to, I don't know, 8,700. And then it's not surprising because we have another CME gap at 9,600. So it's very possible in time to see a lot of choppiness, doesn't matter if it's pumping or something, and come, and this could be the bottom. Because I saw some people talking about 14,000. It is possible, 12, 14,000. But usually, and if you watch my video, you know my style, that I'm more into diagonal support and resistance, and the history proved that I was right. I was calling the top in September when everybody was horny and bullish and crazy, and calling 150, 100,000 for the Bitcoin. And I was, hey guys, we have a huge rising wedge, it will dump. But anyway, if you really want to load your bags, look for so let me switch to this one back, sorry. So let's see what probably are the best area to load some bags on Bitcoin. Okay, as you can see daily, it's looking very nasty, okay, and feels like they are targeting June low. So look for 17,300 and below. I think this top, like 2018 top, there is I think there is a very big chance to be tested as support, because they start with 2017 all-time high, okay, which is 19,890, and you see they had a lot of choppiness here, and probably we'll see a lot of choppiness around this level, okay, around 17,300, down and up. So it is possible 15,000, 16,000 to be tested indeed, okay. So keep this in mind when you buy or on spot, or if you open a leverage trade, okay. Set some asks also down to 15, 16,000, okay, just in case we have a nasty spike. And the next level, okay, to be tested, it's this one, 13,700, 13,000, 14,000, 13,700, something like that, because here we had this another top. So yes, now we have this falling wedge, okay. Let's say in case that the Bitcoin is special and it will not take the June low, okay, which is on 17,700, and it will not go to close the CME gap on 70,050, okay. If this falling wedge will play out, we have to look for support, okay. So a big chance for the bulls is if 18,000 is holding a support, okay, we see a strong bounce, okay, and they take this diagonal resistance, top of the falling wedge, they flip it in support and confirm it, okay. So they go above the first break, so they break, test the support, break the previous high, and practically this area, it will be a confirmation of this rising wedge. And then we can look for a target of, let's see if we take the bottom to the top. All right, okay, we can just estimate, right? So can push us in 26, 27, 28,000 area, okay. So nothing is impossible. Who knows, maybe Bitcoin will be different this time. I don't believe is the case, okay. And all I can see now, it's daily, in a position that could close with a shooting star, okay, with a big nasty red rejection candle. Okay, probably tomorrow we'll have a bounce up. It is possible tomorrow or the day after tomorrow to see a bounce up here for the big boys to load their ask short position and then to dump to test 18,000. If this it will hold, okay, good luck for the bulls. If this it will be broken, we'll see June 2022. So the previous low tested and break it. And then the next target, it's the bottom of the gap on CME gap. I have a feeling that's 17,050, something like that. So 2018 top, it will be the next area who will be tested. Okay. All right, guys. So let's look also fast on Ethereum. On Ethereum, we have to look. All right. So we have those previous highs as support, but I don't know how long they will hold. All right. And if it's holding, okay, let's check what bulls they need to do in order for Ethereum price to go higher. So first of all, they have to break this area of resistance. Okay, period. Okay, even if they break this, could be a false break again and dump even lower. Okay, because guys, the June low on Ethereum, it's on 878. Okay, not on 1,200, not on 1,000. Okay, here, no, it's on 879. So if Ethereum is going for the June low, it will be nasty for a lot of people who bought here the top, who bought the hype, okay, just before the merge. Here I made a video. I know you will not like it, but I really recommend for you to see it, okay? I made this video when Ethereum was at 2,000 and everybody was, yeah, in a special way, okay? And everybody was calling for 5,000 Ethereum and 10,000 Ethereum. I told you, hey guys, look, this is the end. Okay, this is the top, at least for the moment. All right, so look at this area of resistance. Okay, let me put also some price targets because I know I'm interested in Ethereum as well as you are. Okay, but I'm a trader. I do my trades based on analysis, not on hopes. So not on the news. Personally, I don't care about the news because, as a famous trader said, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. You know, don't forget, the top was in when before the COVID, okay? And then they just dump and on and on. You can watch the charts and you see the news, they coming after the top it's in and it's obvious. All right, so watch this area, 1,000. So if now it will start to pump back, 1,384, yeah, 1,400 area where they got rejected. So we have a cross here of diagonal resistance, 1,387. So even if you have some choppiness and they'll move up, watch this area as for resistance. For support, watch 1,271, those tops, okay? Once this area is lost as support, then I have a feeling they will go much lower because practically they will move inside the previous channel, okay, which was this one. All right, so we might see a hunt for this July liquidity low, okay, for July low, all right, for this area. So it is possible for them to continue, take those lows, and who knows, maybe then they will bounce, or they will find support on 1,271, will hold the support, and we'll see a pump. But before that, we have this resistance, and then let me switch this. We have resistance here. Then the next strong resistance, it's on 1,505, and then 1,573, and then on this top diagonal resistance. Okay, it depends when it will be touched. So if the Ethereum will pump in this area, personally I might open short trade. Okay guys, if you want to see our trades, if you want to see much more charts and daily analysis, daily charts all the time updated, and if you want to see our trades, our nice profitable trades, yeah, you have the link in the description below. You are welcome to join our VIP trading group. All right, so join today, okay, and enjoy a funny group and nice analysis, good calls. Okay, all right, in conclusion, Bitcoin found support on bottom of the rising wedge, and most of the time we know how they end up. Okay, we'll see some choppiness at the bottom of the wedge, doesn't matter. Probably they will do a bounce here on this diagonal resistance, and then dump, choppiness, dump, move back, test as resistance, and then this play out. And guess what? Where is the target for this rising wedge? On June low. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so keep an eye on the bottom of the rising wedge for support. I will put the price right now here. There you go. So let me clean this. 1880, the famous long-term support, and again and again and again and again it was support, support, support. It was tested so many times that now with this dump I don't know how long it will hold. All right, so watch for this area of support. If this rising wedge will fully play out, if you want to short this, once you have a confirmation here, depends, probably here, we can look at the middle of this parallel descending channel. Okay, and as you can see, disputed in the past, disputed, okay, disputed here, and it might fall in this area. Okay, and guess what? It's 17,200, and down it's 16,800. So probably along this area it will be nice to buy on spot or jump in a long position. Nothing is for sure. Wait for confirmation. Join our VIP trading group. You'll have much more updates. You'll see our signals, our trading setup, when we jump in a trade, when we take profits, where we have the stop losses. Okay, all right guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, trade safe. Barbarian out.